No kissing on the mouth. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to Wonder Pet Chronicles. My name is Cass, and today I'm going to be introducing you to my plethora of pets. Now, something that I want to mention is I do plan on releasing separate videos for each animal or group of animals to kind of introduce them more and talk about where their name comes from and where I got them. I'm not going to be doing that in this video because if I did, this video would end up being over an hour long or something, because I do have quite a few pets and several of them came from shelters or other rehoming situations, so a lot of them have fun little histories and things, so I'd really like to be able to get into that. So I'll be doing that in a separate video. Something else I'm going to be doing in this video while I introduce you to my pets is I'm going to be showing you clips and pictures of each pet that I mention instead of trying to hold them up to the camera and introduce them to you during this filming, because it is impossible for me to get all of my pets to be awake and cooperating on the same day around the same time. So for the most part, it's just going to be footage that I've already filmed or that I'm going to film of each pet doing their thing. They do not listen to me when I say, okay, time to film. So we'll just have to work with what we got, I suppose. Stop fighting! See what I mean? First, I'm gonna be introducing you to my cats, as they were the first pets that I kind of like got on my own that I was responsible for. First is Nato, this cute fluffy monster. He will be 4 years old this May, and he was actually my first pet that I ever got like on my own. He's been entirely my responsibility and I love him to death. The other cute cat in this video is Oliver. He is my baby, and although I don't like to pick favorites, or I'll say that I don't pick favorites, yeah, he's my favorite. This is Oliver, and he will be 3 years old this May. Him and Nato are almost exactly 1 year apart. Next up are my dogs. I have 2 dogs, the first of which is Angel Jean. She will be 4 years old in April, and as you can see, she's missing something, but we love her anyway. She is the happiest dog I have ever met. Just an absolute joy to be around. My other dog is Romeo, and if Angel is the happiest dog I've ever met, Romeo is the most sensitive dog I've ever met. He has allergy problems, he is 100% a nervous, he's a lot, but again, we love him anyway because that's what makes him special. Now that I've introduced you to my large mammals, it's time to move on to my smaller family members. For my smaller pets, I'll first introduce you to the residents of this. I actually built this. I call it the Pantry because all of the animals, most of the animals in here have food-related names. It's actually based off of Erin's Animals test tube 3-tier cage. I'll have it linked in the description so you can actually see her build it and maybe see a better version of it. Mine has way more shoddy craftsmanship than hers, so I really recommend going and checking out her video if you're interested in making one for yourself. But we will go ahead and introduce you to the animals that live in here, starting from the bottom. So in the bottom level of this cage, we have a female Syrian hamster. Her name is Voltron. She came with that name. I thought it was incredible. She is, I want to say, partially tame in the sense that she will accept food from me and she loves getting treats and she'll occasionally let me pet her, but she's really not a fan of being held. I'm not sure if that's just kind of her standoffish personality or if it's because she's a crazy female Syrian hamster. They kind of have a reputation for being different than others, but at any rate, she's very cute and she lives down here. In our middle level, we have my oldest rodent, which is Sesame. He is a dwarf hamster, most likely a hybrid because I did purchase him from a pet store. And most pet stores in America that sell dwarf hamsters, they're typically not purebred dwarf hamsters. So he's probably a mix between a Russian and a Campbell's. He is 18 months old, so he is considered a senior, but he still gets around really well. He has started to lose a little bit of weight, but aside from that, he is just the sweetest little bean. And finishing up our Pantry Tour, we have my mice up in the top tier. These are my 4 female mice. For the most part, they are not tame. They really prefer the company of each other as opposed to me. They are pet store feeder mice, so their genetics and their temperaments are not ideal, but they're very happy with each other, and a couple of them do let me hold them on occasion, but in general, they prefer the company of other mice as opposed to the company of me, which I am totally okay with. I love watching them forage and display their natural behaviors in here, and I try to do my best to give them a really enriching cage since I don't really pull them out for like social playtime or anything like that. So like I said, there are 4 female mice in here. There is Sage, Cinnamon, Clove, and Dill. So to finish up the rodents, I'm going to introduce you to my male mouse. His name is Rolo, and he lives over here by himself. He's very sweet. I have no idea how old he is because I did get him from a shelter. I've had him almost a year, so however old he is probably a senior in terms of age. I'm going to cherish every moment I have with him because he is a little gem. We're almost done. Next we have my first and only reptile currently. His name is Dripfang, and he is a Kenyan sand boa. Dripfang is not even a full year old yet, so he is still a juvenile, he's still very small. Lastly, we have my fish tanks. I have 2 fish tanks, one of which is a 20-gallon long, and it houses a betta named Styx, Corridor catfish, zebra danios, and a couple of murite snails. My other tank is a 10-gallon, and it currently houses a single betta named Zuko and a mystery snail named Suki. Okay, you guys, that was all of my pets. I really hope you enjoyed meeting them. I love sharing my pets with the world. I talk about my pets constantly with my friends. I'm sure they get annoyed by it, but my pets are my family, and I really hope that you enjoyed meeting them all. Leave a comment down below telling me who you're most interested in seeing a video about. I'm going to do a video about everybody, but let me know, who are you most interested in? Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with me and my big old family of pets. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.